Hello.
Hi. Welcome to
Meaningful Conversation.
I am Senzi.
And my name is Lile.
Yeah. I'm doing the intro now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us. If you've been with us through the previous videos, you will notice that we've been on a what?
A sort of a series.
A series, yes. We've been on a series. Yeah. We've been on a series where we started with singleness,
Celibacy and
entanglements, and divorce.
We spoke a little bit, we touched on
it a little bit. And so after that first video, we then decided that, okay, we're going to unpack those different points individually.
Yeah.
And so last week we spoke about celibacy,
chastity.
Yeah. Yes. And then we explained the difference. And I hope that you guys also learned what we also just learned when we found out. We don't want to be celibate. We want to be chaste. So now we are going to touch on the last topic.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on because last week we spoke about celibacy, chastity.
Yeah.
So we're going to discuss a very touchy topic.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about singleness after a divorce. And whether chastity is still relevant or not in that, in that aspect. And today I'm posing the questions. So my first question to you, Senzi, is obviously you've been married,
yes,
and you're divorced now,
yes,
and you're single,
yes.
Is chastity still relevant to you?
Very.
Okay.
It's very relevant. If you guys watched in the previous video that we shot, I mentioned the fact that as much as it is a spiritual decision, but I actually after having experienced the benefits of being chaste, I feel like it was the best possible decision to just gain some clarity and just get rid of the clutter. So you asked me the benefits, ne?
That's my second. What are the challenges?
The challenges.
And what are the benefits?
The challenges. Okay, so like you mentioned, Dore, I was married. Okay, so I'm not going to disclose the number of years, but I was married for a while. So what happens is that obviously it becomes a norm.
What becomes a norm?
Sex becomes a norm.
Oh, okay. I thought it was maybe chastity.
No.
Okay.
Actually, I have not been. This was the first time that I ever have been.
Wow.
Even I tried it before. I met my ex, but it was tricky. It was very tricky. And it lasted, I think, for I say 2, but it was actually a year.
Okay.
Because there were some hookups in between.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, so after I've been divorced now for 2 years, and I've been chaste for going on 3. There are challenges. There are serious challenges. There are challenges. There are challenges that are just physical. There are physical challenges. And it gets hectic. I was telling you, it was so tense because Saturday, like you wish you could just like dial a number or something. I'm just being real.
Uber Eats.
I'm just being real. But obviously the reality of it is that you want to wait for something proper. You want to wait for something that is worth, what you desire, which is partnership, which is companionship. But the challenges are there. I pray about it. And one of the things that I would like to mention is that it is very important to have a community around you and to also disclose, so that people can hold you accountable. So yeah, the benefits of it is like I mentioned, the clarity, they're just feeling more and more like myself without having like external influences. So yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
And the same questions posed to you.
Okay, is chastity still applicable? Chastity.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Are you gonna answer first and then?
Yeah.
Okay. Answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is applicable because of the word. The word says that we must be intimate in the context, marriage.
Yeah.
Apa? So because I have made a choice to subscribe to the word, which has become my truth, I subscribe.
The Bible.
The Bible. Yes. Is it easy? Not all the time.
Yeah.
Is it difficult? Not all
the time. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So yeah, it's still very much relevant, and that's my reason. And what's the other question?
The benefits.
Oh, the benefits.
Yeah.
Of chastity.
Yeah.
Wow. I think for me, it has helped me. Like I think in terms of as a single woman, like again being single, it helps me to ascertain the intentions of the other person. Sometimes if a person comes into your life and the intentions are not clear, it becomes clear with time because sometimes people just want to hit and run, and sometimes people are clear about that. It's like I want to hit, and since I've made that decision, I think it will help me to be like, okay, we are not on the same page. Because obviously, if we believe in the same values, if I can put it that way, it won't be a problem to.
Sorry, guys. Have I spilled my tea?
Yeah. It won't be. It won't be a problem. You're spilling so much tea right now.
Yeah.
It won't be a problem if we subscribe to the same truth and we hold to the same values, and I think that's one of the benefits. Another benefit is that it goes with who I am. Like I said the other time, like I'm a person who, if I give all of me, and it's not very wise for me to engage in sexual activities because it confuses me. Like I'm not the kind of person who could be like, I would just kicking it and then like just hanging and then I'm gonna catch feelings. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that strong, and I'm not gonna lie about it. So I'm that type of person. So I just felt like rather let me just meet the right person, see where this is going, and then afterwards give all of me, instead of just being like, oh, I think I'm in love, but in the meanwhile I'm catching feelings. That's
Awesome. What's the next question?
The next question, benefits, and what is the other one? What did I ask you?
It was if it's applicable, the challenges and the benefits. No, I responded to the challenges.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't respond. You didn't.
Hey, this video is so real today. The challenges of being chaste. Okay. Some days you find that the weather is like so encouraging. Like you feel like you're gonna cuddle, and then some days you feel like you could use some let's just say.
Okay.
Some days it feels like
sorry, my mind just
and some people would agree that when those feelings come, they come strong. They come out really, really strong. Sometimes you feel like crying, like Father, did I get it right? Like you start questioning, did I get it right? Did the Bible say this? Maybe maybe I'm just being too much. You start questioning, and I like what you said, that what helps is that when you're surrounded by people who share the same principle. Not that everybody, all of my friends, subscribe to the values of the scriptures. But it helps when you have somebody who could be like, yo, today, I just feel like, and they could be like, it's okay, it happens. And to have a community where you're not made to feel ashamed of having sexual feelings.
Being real, being human.
Sexual feelings. For being human,
and being real, man,
and being real. So I think that's another important thing to be in a sometimes you think community means people who will tell you, no, the word says this. Not only that, but people who also not cause you to feel shameful for being human, like what you say.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is the next question.
Oh, the next question.
It's real today.
It's hot. I don't know if it's because of the hair. I haven't noticed.
So this beautiful, lovely hairs by Mafa. Shout out to Mafa. Thank you, girl. We are going to make her contacts available. So just check when we are done, or even before we are done, because some of y'all don't finish the videos.
Yeah. We know.
We're going to add it on that little space we are given to write. What do we call it?
They know.
You all know. Yes, just check it out. Yeah, we will have her WhatsApp number available there, and you can WhatsApp her for these lovely, lovely wigs.
So the last question, what would you say to the people who struggle with chastity or pursuing it? What would you say? Who want to pursue it but struggle with it?
Look, I think the why is important. The why you do it is important. You know what I mean? And I love what you said the last time in the previous video when you said that you would not necessarily, recommend it to anybody, or not recommend it, because you've had your own reasons for doing it, but the why is important, and I know, it's something, it is a requirement. When you are, a Christ follower and you are a believer, because of what the Bible says. And since the Bible is our guideline, for us, it started there. Before we even were in a space where you're like, okay, I'm also for it. It started with the fact that, we live according to what the Bible says. But however, there was also too much confusion. There was too much confusion. And like I said in the previous video, I would recommend it if you are in that space and you want to have some clarity, because we are energies. Your energy is already not in a good space. I mean, for me, I just feel like do not then allow other energies to come and now have an impact on how you are going to view life or do things. Sit in your own little space. And I know it's very difficult with so much that is happening, especially with us having, being in the lockdown, and now people just want to be around people and be with people. So I think, it is important to have a why that is just beyond the fact I just don't want to sleep around, for instance. Yeah, that's how I would respond to it, and have, if possible, have a partner that you're going to do the journey with. It helps quite a bit. Or be around people that are going to keep you accountable, even if maybe there are people that are in committed relationships and married. Be with the person that's going to have someone, tell someone, and then they can place you. And sometimes the beginning of it might not be so clear and you might not be sure, but you want to pursue it. But tell somebody, because then as the journey continues, it helps when someone places you accountable, like, but that's what you said, Yeah.
That's true. Okay, I agree with you. I think the why is important.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to somebody who wants to pursue this. I would ask them why. I would share my challenges. I would tell them that it's not easy. I would tell them that sometimes there will be slip-ups. I've had slip-ups, and by slip-ups, I don't mean that chastity means now and then I'm taking a break or by slip-ups, I mean like it's more of a mental, spiritual thing. So before anything happens physically, it has already happened mentally.
Yeah, true.
So most of the battles,
they're mental more than anything.
Or the challenges that I face.
Yeah, that's
most
so
of
true.
them are mental. I mean, slip-ups are mostly mental.
Yeah, that's true.
Or even temptations are mostly from here, like, you know. I would say watch what you watch, watch what you listen to, what you expose, what you entertain,
what you allow,
in your mind. Because I'm very jealous about the music, the type of music I listen to, and what I watch as well. Like I feel like if I'm watching something and it's like, you know, not that I'm watching only Bible oriented movies. I'm just saying, you know, the material, you know, Also, what you read, because especially reading, because the imagination is very colorful and very, you know, more intense. So that's that. I would say watch that. I would say pray. I would say this is more of a spiritual thing.
It is absolutely.
It's physical.
Absolutely,
you know.
Absolutely.
I know she would agree that our temptations are fought by another force that is outside of us.
It's true.
You know, there's so many times I could have done stupid things, but I just feel like, you know, Holy Spirit just stepped in and be like, it ain't going down that way. You're not going there.
And by that, we're not saying that it's over. We also don't know how we're still doing it. But God is really just really in charge of that.
Exactly. So there is that element of I don't know how, and it's what I usually say to people, that it's a day-to-day, moment-to-moment type of decision. So even if I slip up this moment, I'm gonna try again next moment. So it requires a lot of humility, actually. You know, people think it's just staying away from sexual whatever, but it takes a whole lot of mental strength, a whole lot of, because you have to forgive yourself for that and then continue. Forgive yourself for that and then continue. Because if you don't, you're just gonna stay there and feel sorry for yourself, like, oh, I did this and I did that. You know?
It is. I love what you said. It is a continuous journey. Like, you know, there are times when you do realize and you're like, why did I allow myself to go into that yet again? You know, it's important to, you know, it's like you're saying, it's a daily battle. It's a daily, you know, taking into God decision. You know, it's a daily deciding, you know, you are deciding daily, okay, I'm going to commit to God, and therefore I'm committing to God, and therefore I am committing to this.
You know? And lastly, what I love about it, I would say to a person, is that it makes me more feminine, makes me feel more of a woman, because my womanness or my femininity is not dependent on anything external. It's not dependent on how I can do this or I can, you know, it is more of, I was created to be a woman by the Father, and that's it. And I would say even with men, you know, your masculinity, it doesn't depend when you chest.
External forces.
Yeah, your masculinity does not depend on external forces. And
there's a child crying. God, it's those kids, guys.
I think we'll have to do this again.
It's fine. It's okay. These things happen.
Yeah, so masculinity does not depend on external forces. That you know that you're a man. For you to know that and to be convinced of that, it does not mean that you have to have a body count of a certain number. Or even as women, it doesn't mean that you need to be able to please a guy to do this, whatever. So for me, I would say that that's the thing, that when you absolutely, like, I really feel, I don't know even if it's the right term, I feel sexier. I don't know if it's the right term, but I feel more, and I'm using this because I want people to get a certain understanding. I feel fully woman. Like, I feel like I'm a woman. Absolutely. And no one can take it because my Father has given that to me.
It's like you get to even appreciate the stuff that are seen as imperfect, your imperfections.
Yes, that
you embrace your imperfection. You're like, cute.
That's what it's done for me.
That's what it's done for me too.
I'm hoping it will do that for other people.
That's as well. So true. That's so true. More than anything, actually. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope that you've learned, and there was, value that we've added with having to share our personal journeys with you, and that it helped somewhat. But anyways, please do comment,
Subscribe.
Yeah, thank you, subscribers.
Yay!
Like our video,
Share it.
and share it. Until the next video upload.
Thank you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.